If you could choose to suffer, feel pain, hurt, and just feel that you're unworthy, or choose to find peace, let go, choose to feel freedom, fulfillment. If you had a choice between misery and freedom, peace, abundance, what would you choose? It's an easy answer, but it's not an easy choice, because in order to choose fulfillment without obtaining or receiving and getting the things that you think provides fulfillment, you've got to get out of your head first of what it is fulfillment is. That comes from within. You don't love yourself already as is in this moment. You don't love the space that you're in as is in this moment, because the future is not guaranteed to happen. You can't find peace and joy in this moment right here, the way you are. Okay, so I want to do a real quick piggyback off of the last video when we were talking about choosing to suffer, choosing to find peace. And many of you may be like, I didn't choose the things that have happened to me in my life. I don't choose to suffer or inflict things on me. I don't choose things to be out of my control that have happened to me in my past that I'm still dealing with. And no, we all deal with things that we go through in our life. I'm not saying we don't feel pain and we don't feel like sometimes we're in a state of suffering and it hurts and it confuses us, and it's sadness, it's sorrow, it's unhappiness, it's anxiety. I'm not saying you don't feel these things that try to creep in your life. I'm saying that there's a choice not to allow that to reflect who you are and reflect your way of living. Let me say that again in another way. Each of us have moments in our life, okay? And in each moment in our life, it comes and it goes. What I just said 5 seconds ago is gone. It's no longer. That is the past, right? And so whether each moment we're talking about is 5 seconds ago, 5 years ago, those moments have passed. Where the power is, where the true being is right now. In each word that continues to be spoken, there's a different moment in your life, my life, happening that I'm in control of right now. And so when things happen to us in our past, 5 seconds ago, 5 years ago, 10 years ago, there's the subconscious mindset that causes a replay of thoughts. This replay of thoughts begins to be created into a story. The story of who you are, the identity of who you are, the attachment to what has happened to you in your past of who you are is now this story in your head that replays and causes you to relive what happened to you in the past. So if I was to rephrase choose suffering or choose peace, to choose to relive what's happened to you in the past, or choose to start off your day and your moment with presence. When the sun goes up and the sun comes down, it's a new day. When you breathe in and you breathe out, it's a new moment. And so when you become aware, when you become more conscious, you're able to move through your life with more intention and purpose and less useless thoughts that don't add value in your life, in your way of being. What happened to you in the past can be unfortunate, but it's no longer. And so it takes some acceptance, it takes some ownership, and it takes a whole lot of awareness to realize that when these thoughts creep in, you let them pass through. And you continue on from a state of awareness and presence to realize that's not who I am anymore. That's not happening right now in this moment. So why choose to relive pain, hurt, suffering, sorrow? Why choose to attach your identity to something that happened to you in the past? Learn from it, grow from it, find strength from it, and be present. And then what happens in the future, we don't know. It doesn't exist. Many of us walk through life with anxiety, anxious, fearful about what's going to happen, the unknown, when you don't know if it's going to happen or not because it hasn't happened yet, right? Or maybe there's a goal that you're trying to get to and you can't appreciate the present moment and preparing and creating from a space of presence because you're so focused and distracted on getting to another place that you think will fulfill your every desire or create the peace that you're seeking. Your missing piece is somewhere in the future when you hit that goal. But in all honesty, if you don't or cannot appreciate your present moment on the journey to get to wherever it is in the future that does not exist, if you can't appreciate the present moment when you get to that goal, if that goal happens, when it happens, you won't appreciate it because of the struggle and the stress and the overwhelming and the anxiety it took to get there, right? If that goal is something that you truly believe in, then it should be a state of, I love what I do. I love the space that I am in getting to where I'm going, right? Moving into the unknown with confidence and stepping out of your comfort zone. And not to say you're not afraid, but you're fearless and you're willing to take a chance on life. Each moment in your life, that goal is a piece of pie, I tell you. When it happens, but that's not the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the present moment and creating and walking and aligning yourself with the peace that gets you to whatever it is that you're seeking later on in life. Whatever you're seeking later on in life, you cannot tie peace and happiness to a goal that doesn't exist. It's my point in what I'm sharing. That goal is a great goal. Have goals, have desires, have wants, have all that stuff. But don't attach your peace and your fulfillment and your joy to something that doesn't exist yet. Because you'll find that you'll stress and be anxious and worried about getting there in hopes that it's everything that you want it to be. It doesn't exist. So all of this to say, y'all, I just wanted to come back on and give a little clarification on choosing to suffer or choosing to find peace is to say stop reliving in moments that don't exist anymore. Become aware of those thoughts when they arise and how they make you feel and how they cause you to go about your day. And if it's adding value in your life, you cannot change the past. Realization, you cannot change the past. Acceptance, you cannot change the past. Ownership, I can do what I can do right now in this present moment, right? Okay, so I hope that this video helps you. More to come. Make sure that you check out my podcast, Everything Selfish, a self-talk podcast, and my YouTube channel and all that good stuff. I love y'all.